Welcome to Global Glimpses, your trusted source for breaking headlines, global insights, and sharp analysis from around the world. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Across America, skyrocketing costs are forcing families to leave the places they've always called home, reshaping communities and putting the American dream further out of reach. San Francisco was once a haven for artists, dreamers, and free spirits, a city where creativity thrived on every corner and diversity was celebrated. Its bohemian neighborhoods pulsed with music, art, and a sense of possibility that drew people from all walks of life. But in recent years, the tech boom has transformed San Francisco into a city of extremes, where innovation and opportunity exist side by side with growing inequality and displacement. Median home prices have soared into the millions, making it nearly impossible for most families and longtime residents to stay. The dream of homeownership has faded for many, replaced by the harsh reality of skyrocketing rents and fierce competition for even the smallest apartments. Gentrification has swept through historic neighborhoods, replacing beloved local businesses with upscale boutiques and luxury developments. The city's unique character, shaped by generations of immigrants, artists, and working families, is slowly being erased. Families are forced into smaller spaces or pushed out to distant suburbs, watching their communities dissolve and their connections unravel. The sense of belonging that once defined San Francisco is slipping away. In their place, a transient, high-earning workforce has arrived, drawn by lucrative tech jobs but often disconnected from the city's history and traditions. San Francisco is no longer a place to build a life for most. It's become a temporary stopover for the privileged, while the middle class quietly disappears, their stories fading into memory. The result is a hollowed-out city, glittering on the surface, with wealth and innovation, but losing the families, artists, and workers that once gave it heart and soul. The dream of a stable, middle-class life here is now out of reach for most, replaced by anxiety and uncertainty about the future. San Francisco's story is a warning. Unchecked growth and runaway housing costs can erase the very heart of a city, leaving behind only memories of what once was. New York has always been tough, a city that demands grit and determination from everyone who calls it home. For generations, people have come here chasing dreams, believing that hard work could carve out a place for themselves and their families. But now, instead of building families up, the city's relentless pressures are breaking them down. The sense of possibility that once defined New York is fading for many. Rents climb relentlessly, devouring paychecks and pushing families into smaller, farther-flung apartments. Even longtime residents are finding themselves priced out of neighborhoods they've called home for decades. The affordability crisis has spread through all 5 boroughs, tearing apart communities built over generations. Streets that once echoed with the laughter of children and the chatter of neighbors now feel quieter, more uncertain. Local businesses vanish, replaced by luxury developments, as working and middle-class families are forced out. The corner stores, diners, and mom-and-pop shops that gave neighborhoods their character are disappearing. The cost of everything, housing, groceries, childcare, leaves no room for savings or stability. Every dollar is stretched, and families are forced to make impossible choices just to get by. Parents are asking if this is the life they want for their children, and many are choosing to leave. The dream of raising a family in New York is slipping away for countless people. They head to the suburbs or out of state, searching for a place where their money stretches further and life is less stressful. For many, it's a heartbreaking decision, leaving behind friends, family, and the city they love. Each family that leaves takes a piece of New York's soul with them. The city's spirit is shaped by the people who live here, and every departure leaves a void. The city risks becoming a playground for the ultra-rich and a temporary stop for the young, losing the families that give it heart. Without them, New York's vibrant neighborhoods and traditions are at risk of fading away. The relentless pressure is changing the city's identity. The hustle remains, but the sense of belonging and community is slipping through New Yorkers' fingers. New York's greatest strength, its diversity and resilience, is under threat as families are priced out. If the city is to remain a beacon of hope and opportunity, it must find a way to keep its families and its heart alive. Los Angeles, once the city of dreams, is now a city of impossible choices. The city that once promised opportunity and reinvention for all, now feels out of reach for many longtime residents. The iconic skyline, once a symbol of hope, now stands as a reminder of the challenges facing everyday Angelenos. Home ownership is out of reach for most, with even modest houses fetching millions. The dream of owning a home, once a cornerstone of the California lifestyle, has faded for many. Young families and first-time buyers find themselves priced out, watching as homes are snapped up by investors or those with deep pockets. Rents have soared, and families are paying more for less, sacrificing space and stability. Many are forced to downsize, sharing cramped apartments or moving farther from the city center just to afford a roof over their heads. The sense of home is slipping away for countless residents. The cost of living, gas, groceries, utilities, stretches budgets to the breaking point. Every trip to the store or gas station is a reminder of how quickly expenses add up. For many, even basic necessities have become a source of anxiety and stress. Even dual-income families struggle to keep up, working harder but falling further behind. Long commutes, late nights, and constant worry have become the new normal. The promise that hard work would lead to a better life feels increasingly out of reach. The city's middle class is vanishing, replaced by stark contrasts of wealth and poverty. Gated mansions stand just blocks from struggling neighborhoods, highlighting the growing divide. The sense of community that once defined Los Angeles is being eroded by inequality. People are leaving for more affordable states, trading sunshine for financial breathing room. The lure of lower costs and a chance at stability is drawing families away, even if it means leaving behind friends, family, and the only home they've ever known. Los Angeles is losing its diversity, its artists, and its essential workers. The creative spirit that once made the city vibrant is fading as those who built its culture are forced to move elsewhere. Small businesses and vital workers are disappearing, leaving empty storefronts and quieter streets. The Dream Factory is becoming a place where the dream of a normal life is being dismantled. Hollywood's magic feels distant as the realities of daily life overshadow the city's legendary allure. The promise of Los Angeles is slipping away for many. The exodus is changing the city's character, one moving truck at a time. As more families say goodbye, Los Angeles faces an uncertain future, one where the city of dreams may become a memory for those who can no longer afford to stay. Seattle's tech boom brought prosperity, but also a crisis of affordability. Skyrocketing home prices and rents have pushed out longtime residents and families. Neighborhoods once known for their quirky spirit are now dominated by upscale developments and chain stores. The gap between tech elites and everyone else is widening, erasing the city's sense of community. Even with two incomes, families struggle to afford housing and childcare. Many are fleeing to nearby cities or leaving the state, searching for a place they can belong. Seattle is losing its artists, musicians, and blue-collar workers. The city is wealthier, but less diverse and less vibrant. The soul of the Emerald City is at risk, traded for a skyline of glass and steel. Chicago's working-class roots are being tested by rising costs and job losses. The disappearance of stable, well-paying jobs has left families struggling to get by. Property taxes and rents are climbing, pushing homeowners and renters to their limits. Investment is uneven, with some neighborhoods thriving while others are left behind. Many families are leaving for neighboring states or the South, seeking lower costs and new opportunities. The exodus is one of the highest in the nation, draining the city of its people and its spirit. Chicago's identity is at risk as it loses the families that built its legacy. Austin's rapid growth has transformed it from a quirky, affordable haven into a battleground for housing. Tech companies and newcomers have driven up home prices and rents, pushing out the artists and working-class families who gave the city its soul. The city's unique culture is being replaced by sprawl and skyrocketing costs. Live music venues and local shops are struggling to survive as their customer base is displaced. Many longtime residents are leaving for smaller towns or other states, seeking affordability and community. Austin is becoming a victim of its own success, losing the very identity that made it special. The city's story is a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked growth. When affordability disappears, so does the heart of the city. Miami's glamour masks a deep affordability crisis. A flood of wealthy newcomers has driven up home prices, making it impossible for local families to stay. Service workers are priced out, spending most of their income on rent. Gentrification is displacing longtime residents and eroding the city's cultural fabric. Families are moving north or leaving Florida entirely, searching for stability. Miami is becoming a playground for the wealthy, losing the diverse communities that made it vibrant. The city's boom is hollowing out its soul. Denver's outdoor lifestyle and affordability once drew families, but that balance is gone. A population boom has led to fierce competition for housing, driving up prices and rents. Neighborhoods are changing as longtime residents are priced out and replaced by expensive, new developments. The cost of living now outpaces wages, making it hard for families to stay. Many are moving to distant suburbs or leaving Colorado altogether. Denver's success has come at the expense of its community. The city is losing the families that once formed its foundation. Portland's quirky, creative spirit is being squeezed out by rising costs. An influx of new residents has driven up rents and home prices, making it hard for artists and families to stay. Neighborhoods are changing, with new developments replacing the city's unique character. Food carts and music venues are disappearing as affordability vanishes. The creative class is being priced out, taking with them the city's soul. Longtime residents feel grief for the Portland they're losing. Many are leaving for the suburbs or other states, seeking a place they can afford. Portland is grappling with an identity crisis as it loses the people who made it special. Boston's rich history and tradition are under threat from soaring costs. The city's economy attracts a high-earning workforce, but limited housing has created an affordability crisis. Working and middle-class families are being pushed out by gentrification and rising expenses. Childcare and heating costs add to the burden, leaving families with little left over. Many are leaving Massachusetts for more affordable states, seeking a better quality of life. The Massachusetts exodus is draining the city of its character and grit. Boston is losing the families that gave it its heart. Across America, cities are being reshaped by economic pressures that push families out and hollow out communities. The American dream of stability and home ownership is slipping away in places that once symbolized opportunity. The middle class is being squeezed out, leaving cities less diverse and less vibrant. This isn't just an economic issue, it's a cultural crisis. The story of these 10 cities is a warning. Unchecked growth and rising costs threaten the very fabric of our communities. The future of our cities depends on what we value most: growth, or the people who call these places home.